Hi, Happy Enders. This is a special Mother's Day edition. I massaged Erin, a server at the Comedy Store, when she was pregnant with her daughter, Charlie. Charlie actually turned 1 on May 6th, so I've been actually saving this episode for Mother's Day because I thought it would be cool to put out an episode where me and another mom kind of talk pregnancy, birth, all of that. And then I re-listened to it and I was very disappointed in myself because I really didn't talk too much about the pregnancies and stuff like that. At one point I talked shit about someone who now is really close to me, so I took a lot of that out. So there's a big gap in that, and I felt bad, and I had to go back and tell somebody that I was kind of talking shit about them. And it's my new thing. Like, I don't really talk shit about people's backs, behind people's backs too much anyway, but it's my new thing where I actually attempt to say things to people's face, like really let them know how I feel about them. It wasn't really talking about behind people's backs. It was just I didn't want people to not like me if I had an opinion. And I'm also doing a thing where I'm trying not to complain for 30 days, so we'll see how all this shit goes. So Erin, I adore her. I adore her daughter, and it was a really cool episode. Like I said, I wish it was more pregnancy talk because it would have been a cool Mother's Day edition, but hey, whatever. Like, click, subscribe, anything like that on iTunes especially. I'm really trying to get those numbers up. I'm talking to people. I'm making things happen right now for this podcast, and I'm super excited that you guys are along for the ride. So enjoy. Things are amazing, but they're so big. John's like, where am I going to sleep? I'm well, honestly, I don't really care.
The couch? Unless I can use you as the pillow.
Right? Like, I don't care what you do, where you go. I love you, but not right now.
Should I put my hair up? I didn't even think about it.
You can if you want. I'll just go around it.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to test this.
Okay.
We're going to do pregnancy massage on the table on Happy Endings, the podcast. So, Erin is my guinea pig. We don't have to say your last name, though, so nobody can be like, oh my gosh.
Get undressed, get under the sheets. Ooh, you're in for a treat. No, I promise this is not a dream. It's just a happy ending with Joy Eileen.
She's my... Are you coming back?
Yeah.
You are? Okay.
I'm not going to come back as much, though.
Yeah, I get that. It's a weird time, though, right? Like, who's going to watch her? Are you guys just going to switch?
We're going to have to rotate.
Okay.
A lot of the girls have offered to babysit Eleanor Kerrigan.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding. She offered.
She watches Rick's baby.
I know.
She watches Julia.
Yeah, she does. She loves babies.
I should have freaking had sex with a comedian, damn it. Then I would have got a girl.
That's true. They're all having girls.
Uh-huh. Because every time Rick will post something about Julia, I'm all, oh.
Oh my god, that little girl has his face.
Yes.
I love it.
She has a sense of humor, too.
Yes.
She's going to be amazing.
I can't wait to see how funny she is.
Right? Let's see. And then, yeah.
Sandy's having a girl.
Oh, Cassandra misses you, by the way.
I love her.
I love her, too.
I was trying to describe her to Steven. I'm like, she's my girl. She's always with Joy. She gets like 2 Sprites. Sometimes she gets Sprites and a chicken.
She gets so much food.
I know.
And then she makes John eat it. It's fantastic. John's like, oh, are we doing that? And then that day that the chicken tenders came, and then John just started eating them, and she's like, I didn't order those.
I know, it was so funny. I was like, oh, you brought it to the wrong table. I'm like, yeah, but I'm leaving it there now. Dude, that became like a huge fiasco because I told the kitchen about it, that they needed new tenders, and apparently it got lost somewhere in translation.
Oh, no.
So the people who actually ordered them didn't get them for like 45 minutes. It was Davina's table, I think. It's like, oh, my bad.
Oops, sorry. You know, I will say that none of the other waitresses are my favorite. Well, all right.
I know, they just don't know how it works.
They don't. And
Sophie does. Sophie and I love... That's like our favorite show to work.
I love that show.
I do too.
And plus, it's like, before I even started signing up for it, it was our date night.
Aww.
So the kids knew, like, on Mondays, mommy and daddy are fucking ditching your asses. And so we would do that. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to sign up. And then I started signing up. And then I started doing open mics. And
So how long have you been doing comedy?
it's weird. So, hi, baby.
Hi.
So I did it. Okay, so I massage a lot of people, and I had a guy tell me, name drop Derek Mears. Actually, was the Jason in the last Friday the 13th. He's been in everything, and he was like, Joy, you're really funny. You make me laugh every time you're on the table. I want you to try stand up.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know. And then for like my 32nd, 33rd birthday, I was like, John, because the kids go to my parents' house during the summer for my birthday. That's my present, is they take my children. And was that you?
I don't know if that's way at my door.
Was that your door or the door?
I don't know. I don't want to get it though.
Okay.
Watch it, Punky. It is my door.
It is your door.
Oh my gosh. Nobody's ever come over to my house before like this.
Do you want me to check it? What do you think? Can we just open it?
Sure.
Hello? Hi.
Erin?
Yeah? Oh.
Oh. Sorry, Gloria. I'm getting a massage.
Sorry.
Oh, Gloria.
Did you have it?
You?
She's giving me a massage.
Oh, brother, maybe it's not here yet.
Not yet.
You let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Gloria. Gloria, this is Joy.
I'm sorry about that rap. I'm not good.
No, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Love
we
you.
love you.
Oh,
Maybe
you're
say-
gonna make me cry.
No. Anything, we are there.
I love you.
But I don't promise to drive because I can't. Maybe working.
I love you.
We love you a lot.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Gloria.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's helping me.
Oh.
She's helping me have this baby.
When the baby comes,
Gloria,
you
you
feel like you're in Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She has 3.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I told her that the 3 of my children,
Uh-huh.
they bought in my house because I was so quick. Only the last one, I went to the hospital.
Oh my goodness. See, mine were all cut out. I had to
Yeah?
do C-section for mine.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I was with pain, and then the baby's coming.
Spain?
When I got a big pain, half an hour, that's it.
Oh my gosh.
You will be like that.
Okay.
My husband said, oh, that's why you got 4 children. Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, Manny.
Yeah. That is nice.
Yes, it is very nice.
Okay.
I love you,
Nice
Gloria.
meeting you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gloria.
No problem. Take care. Relax.
Yes.
Nice meeting you.
I think Saturday.
Saturday?
Saturday?
All right.
Yeah, I think.
Today's
Okay.
Wednesday? Okay.
Let's do it.
We should start a poll. Do you have a poll going? Why? That's actually going to be perfect. Like, how amazing is that?
That is so funny. That never happens.
Oh, I
She
love
never comes over like that.
How adorable.
I'm sorry.
Why?
That was so cute.
I love life. Life is awesome.
That's my landlord.
Oh.
Oh, she's so excited.
Oh, I am too. I'm not going to lie. I love baby. And I don't have friends, so I just like...
Is that mom life?
Yeah. Well, no, it's just I don't like people.
I don't either.
I don't...
I know, I feel bad because everybody's been texting and calling since I haven't been at work, and I just don't want to talk to anybody.
No. But, and see, I'm really bad about, like, the moms at the schools.
Oh, they're the worst.
They're so bad. And, you know, like, I pick up the kids and, like, t-shirts that say, like, who the fuck are the jackholes? You know, my band and stuff.
Yeah.
And all the moms are looking at me, and I'm like, what? Oh, it's okay.
God. You know, there's a comic that just had a girl too, Danish, his girlfriend Candace. He just had a girl last week.
I was gonna massage her.
You were?
Yeah, she's like, I need you, Joy, I need you. And then she's
love
like,
her.
oh, kitty. There we go. And,
Oh, shit.
No, you're fine. And then, seriously, when you have kids, everything's just like,
Everybody leave
whatever.
us alone right now.
And she's like, Joy, I want you to come over. And I'm like, whenever. And then she's like, oh, I had the baby.
Well, she was overdue.
Yeah, because Danish was telling me, he was like, hey, you know, she's before Erin. And I'm all, okay. I go, I'm going to do Erin. And he's like, hold on. And then she wrote me. And she's like, I need you.
Oh.
And then she had the baby.
Her baby looks perfect.
No, I know. All babies are. You
I
know.
was asking Eleanor if she had a C-section. I'm like, this baby's perfect. She's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I wasn't planned. My C-section wasn't planned with
was it?
Caleb. I went in Monday. They finally did emergency C-section on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But then, like, because I don't know if weird things ever happen to you. Like, people say the most inappropriate things to me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you understand. So, like, my 6-week checkup, the doctor's, like, down there, and she's like, oh, my God, you can tell you had a C-section. It's immaculate down there.
I love it.
And I'm like, yeah, it's so good you can eat off of it. I'm all, oh, Joy, no. Because I just let things fly when they shouldn't.
We do the same thing. Especially when it's me and Steven in there.
Uh-huh.
We tend to make the doctors uncomfortable.
Well, okay, so John and I weren't married when we had Caleb. And I kept telling him, this isn't your baby. This is a black man's baby. I'm like, because I want a black and white baby because they're just so beautiful.
Mixed babies are beautiful.
They're so beautiful. So when I was having the C-section, John was exhausted and he was green. And I'm like, shit, he's going to pass out. So Caleb starts crying and I'm like, oh my God, is he black? And John looks at me and he's like shaking his head. And then the doctor comes from behind the screen and she is. And she's like, oh, he's not black, baby, but he's perfect. Oh, no.
I love it.
So then, like, in the baby book, it's all, first thing you said when you heard your baby cry. And I'm like, I can't write that.
Yes, you can.
I can't. Is he black?
Yeah. I feel like I was on so many drugs. I don't know what I was saying.
They have you tied like you're being crucified.
I've seen like photos and I'm like, oh, please don't. Because they told me in the beginning they found a big ass fibroid.
Uh-huh.
They're like, you might have to get a C-section because of this. It's like, great. And I just was looking up all the photos and what you go through and I'm just like, oh no.
It's not bad. I mean, the second time around was a lot easier because I knew what I was expecting. And I went in the day it happened instead of going in Monday and then finally Wednesday night. They're like, we're cutting this baby out of you.
Yeah.
So,
I look at people like Ali Wong and Natasha and I'm like, how did you guys...
Oh, I know.
How? You don't even look like you had a kid.
I know. Well, you don't look pregnant. I'm rubbing your back right now and, oh, God.
Girl, I got that double chin going.
No, you don't. I'm telling you, my youngest is 7 and I still look like I'm pregnant with him. I'm like, damn it. And then there's all these tiny comedians when they do open mics and they're like, I need to lose weight. I'm like, bitch, you need to gain it first.
Yeah, get the fuck away from me.
I don't like you.
Maybe that's why we're at the Comedy Store, because we all hate it, everybody.
Yeah, I think so.
We're all just dead inside.
Because there's times I'll talk like Rick Ingram, and I'm just like, I don't like people. And he's like, I know, I don't either. And I'm like, this is why we work together.
Yep.
I fell in love with him because we just started going to the Comedy Store, and he made fun of John.
Did he really?
I mean, he destroyed John.
Did he say look like a Trump supporter?
No, it was. I think it was even before Trump was even running. But he asked John. He's like, "Where do you work, sir?" And John works. He's like, "I work for the government." And
yep.
He goes, "What do you do?" And John's like, "Well, technically, I really can't say." And Rick goes, "Then why shouldn't you have started with that?" And he's like, look at you, I work for the government, but I'm secret. And he's just going on and on. And then there was a Indian person who was actually wearing like a turban almost behind us. And he goes, sir, what do you do for a living? And he goes, I'm a molecular engineer. And then Rick goes, now I know why you're here. And he's like, get him. I'm doing your job for you.
Hilarious.
And the fact that, like, I know, and I knew at that moment, I'm like, this guy, because I didn't even know who he was. I'm like, this guy has no idea.
It's such a bummer.
It is a bummer. But I'm just thinking, he really thought, like, John's not a plant. Like, that just happened off the top of his fucking head.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm madly in love with this man.
He's amazing.
Well, I have a comic crush on him.
Ah.
And Punky.
Oh, that bitch.
I'm madly in love with her. And she knows it. She's like, oh god, there's that crazy chick. I'm like, hi!
No, she loves you.
But it wasn't the same on Monday without you.
You know, it's so weird not being there. I hate it.
I know,
I'm
Steve.
so bored. I'm like, describe it to me.
Tell me everything that happened.
And then when he gets home, I'm like, I don't want to hear about work. It has been nice not being stressed out over it, though.
Yeah.
Especially because the last, 4-5 months, I've been having to be put in, easier sections.
Uh-huh.
And I feel bad for everybody else.
You know what, though? When their turn comes around,
Yeah.
that's kind of how I feel. But I will say that when I was massaging pregnant, I got the most amazing tip.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, here, do you want me to massage myself? I'm like, I think that's illegal.
You're like, sure. At this point.
Just touch yourself, I don't care. I'll get you a tissue, whatever.
I'll be back in 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Starbucks. Do you want anything?
It's my new addiction. I've gone from tequila to Starbucks.
There you go. Sad thing is, I think tequila's cheaper.
It is.
Uh-huh.
I've spent so much money on Starbucks the last 8 months.
It's hard, though. And you're just so uncomfortable. You're like, I don't care. Whatever's gonna make me happy, fuck it.
It's so true. And it's like the one, joy I can drink.
Uh-huh.
That'll, quench something.
I mean, at one point, I couldn't reach my toes. So I would make John, I would tell him, I'm like, I'm painting your toenails. And I would. Because I had to do something.
Yeah, I'm going crazy. I've been shredding paper and rolling coins.
Uh-huh. You do the weirdest things. You're just like,
Punky's like, you gotta get out of the house.
Uh-huh. But then you get out of the house and you're just like, I want to be home.
Yeah, everything. Even I was like, I can't remember what was happening. I took Jenny home last night from work. And I was talking and I'm like, I can't even talk to you right now. I'm so fucking winded. I got this cough going.
Now, have you felt any contractions yet?
I haven't felt any, but the doctor saw them on the monitor.
Okay.
Because I have really bad asthma, so she's been monitoring how she's doing.
Okay.
And she said that she's great. She said everything's perfect, her weight. But she's like, you're having contractions. And that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh my goodness.
But I haven't felt anything. I don't know if maybe I have, but I just thought it was her moving. But I was told that they'd be painful.
See, mine were just tightening. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, I haven't had anything to where I was like, this is new.
See, I had more contractions after. I don't know if it's because of the C-section and everything.
Oh.
But I'm all, oh shit, this is not fun. Do not like the feeling of this.
Oh, yeah, I know. God, I really hope that everything works out and I don't end up with a C-section.
But you know what? If it does, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a very big planner. I am a huge control freak.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was I was like, okay, I'm gonna breastfeed. I'm gonna have a natural birth. I'm not gonna do no drugs, anything, blah 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 blah. And then I ended up C-section. I ended up taking home formula because my breast refused to produce milk.
Oh no.
And I'm all, no, this is not how I planned it.
I'm trying to just go with the flow type. Just whatever happens is going to happen and I have to deal with it when it happens.
Because at the end, you're going to have a baby.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish that's how I would have been. Because I was so stressed out. I'm like, no. And I ended up going into shock after Caleb. So they had to knock me out. And so the first couple hours, I wasn't even there for my son. And I don't know. I was like, oh my God, this is awful. But then for Brody, I'm like, okay, fuck it, whatever.
And then it worked out.
Yeah. Still didn't produce milk. My boobs don't work. Well, okay.
I'm better because I don't have any So they better be good at something.
Well, see, mine was I had too much, so my breast tissue refused to let the glands expand.
Oh, shit.
So they just dried up.
Well, there's nothing you can do about that?
Oh, man, everybody's like, oh, take a hot shower, drink beer, drink this tea, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. No.
Everybody's telling me to bring a Guinness with me to the hospital.
There you go.
My doula, I got a doula.
Okay.
And she's like, I'll bring it. She's been helping. I think she's the reason why I'm like, okay, whatever happens, happens.
I kind of wish, you know what though, because they're so stressful on there, like, have a birth plan. So I did. I had my birth plan. And then my birth plan went to shit. And I'm like, why do they tell you to do that?
Yeah. She's actually been very kind of more like I am. She's like, we have this plan just in case. Is that what you want? But we could get rid of whatever we want.
Right. It's okay.
Yeah. So she's been like very not stressing me out whatsoever.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm in love with her.
I love that. That's how it should be.
It's Sandy or Avery who plays the keys.
Uh-huh.
It was his wife's doula, and it's like one of their really good friends.
Okay. I'm trying to get Avery on too.
Oh, he would be fun.
I'm like, come on. And then I got Sandy Danto. I'm like, hey. And I'm all, when does she do? And he's like, oh, she's due in July. I'm like, okay, I'll see you in July.
Yep. We tried to talk her into getting one, and Sandy told me like a week ago she finally got one.
Nice.
That it's her friend. She's a nurse, so she probably stresses herself out more than we do.
Probably, because she sees more.
Well, and she works at the Children's Hospital.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a CHP officer, and she, because of everything she sees, she's pretty freaking neurotic.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm like, you gotta let that go. I mean, I know shitty things happen and it sucks, but you can't dwell on it.
No. It'll eat you alive.
Uh-huh. And it does. I mean, her back is just, it's a rock. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
How am I supposed to work with this?
I'm just gonna stick my elbow in it. Is that good?
Oh.
I feel bad.
How old is she?
She's young. Like, I think she's in her 30s. So she's not, I mean, I'm pretty sure she's like around my age. I'm 36. So.
36?
Yeah, I'm old.
You're not.
I keep telling people, I'm like, I'm gonna die tomorrow. That's gonna suck.
You're my age.
You're not 36.
I turned 34 on Monday.
Oh, happy birthday.
I know, I keep forgetting it's my birthday.
My stepson, he was born on Friday the 13th in October.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure that's just because it's the only time his mom could spawn.
She sounds lovely.
She's adorable. But her birthday was the day before, October 12th. So, yeah. Dueling birthdays.
Yeah, they do.
But then we haven't seen her in years, so whatever.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
She's probably been in some web somewhere.
And it's nice. I mean, everybody's like, that's sad. And I'm all, it is sad. I'm all, but you don't understand how stressful my life was when she was in the picture.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still shocked that John and I survived everything we went through in the beginning of our relationship.
Oh.
It was crazy. I'm all, okay, we did a lot of drama in the beginning. I'm all, we should be smooth sailing for the rest of our life.
You guys just got it all out of the way.
Because he was still married. I was there for the divorce.
I know what that means.
So, okay, when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't know I was pregnant because I was told that I couldn't get pregnant. So I thought I had ulcers. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, hey, could you be pregnant? And I'm all, nope. And she's like, how sure? And I'm all, 99.999. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to do a pregnancy test on you. And I'm like, whatever, it's your copay. Like,
yeah.
So
Use it up, girl.
Right. And then, so I went in for an x-ray, and I'm walking in, and I'm an idiot, so I just say shit that comes off in my head. And I'm like, so I guess I'm not pregnant. Ha, ha, ha. And the x-ray tech goes, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, they made me take a pregnancy test. I'm like, don't worry, I'm not. And she's like, I don't have those results. And I'm like, I can tell you. And she's like, go back and get dressed. I didn't even put my bra back on. So, like, I'm titties hanging out, just blah, blah, blah. And she goes, you need to go talk to your doctor. And I'm like, is the x-ray machine broken? Did you say the x-ray machine is broken? So I walk in my doctor's office and she's like, sit down. And I go, nope, bad things happen when you sit down at doctor's office.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I know you weren't expecting this, but you're pregnant. And I looked at her and I go, fuck you. And she goes, excuse me? And I go, what did you just say? And she's like, you're pregnant. And I'm like, I'm just fat. And she's like, no, you're pregnant. And because I was having all of these like problems, they like took me right in and I had to do all of these crazy tests. And I was almost 3 months pregnant.
That's what I was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No idea.
I had a little bit of an idea.
I didn't. And I was like still taking my birth control pills. So
You were taking birth control?
Mm-hmm. I was taking birth
God,
control.
this baby wanted to be here.
John has super sperm.
But he couldn't give you a girl?
He couldn't give his super boy sperm.
Yeah.
His girl sperm sucked.
Apparently.
I'm like, damn it. I wanted a girl.
Oh, see, we wanted a boy. But now I'm getting excited about it.
It just sucked. Well, I will say, though, I'm kind of glad we don't have a girl because if we had a girl, we would be more broke than we already are. Because I walk by things and I'm like,
all of it.
I think that's why I like keep getting you stuff. I'm like,
No, I told him, I'm like, I can't keep giving them free Sprite. It's not adding up to what they're doing for me.
no, but I'm just having a girl. So we're going to do that.
I know, Punky's already buying her like boy stuff. I'm like, stop it.
Oh, that makes me love her more.
She's like, she's gonna be in the best Jordans. I'm like, alright. You might want to wait till she walks. Those are expensive.
No kidding. My kids didn't wear shoes until they were like 5.
Yeah.
I'm like, eh.
I know, like, can we buy her first BMX bike, Steven?
Okay, so my nieces race BMX.
Well, Steven used to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's got his BMX
Oh,
bike
look
right
at
there.
that. Okay. My one niece, she was invited to the Olympic training camp like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. So we had a Strider bike. Brody was on a Strider bike when he was like 2. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
No. He was riding a bike without training wheels at 2.
Damn.
Yeah, my niece is, she would come in my house and she's like, Joy, they're going to ride a bike today. I'm like, all right, their helmet's in their room. And she's taught all of the kids.
That's what I'm hoping with him. I really want her to be an outside kid. I don't want to raise an inside kid.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. I have one, he's a super genius. And he's very awkward and he's not an outdoor kid. And I'm like, Caleb, go outside. And he's like, what is this outside you speak of?
The sun hurts.
He's like, Mom, we were supposed to be outside. We wouldn't have invented houses. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, we need those kind of kids in the world, I guess.
I guess. He's a different breed, that one.
Oh.
I love and he plays Magic the Gathering.
Oh, God.
He's that kid.
He's gonna be that kid that all the girls want when he's older.
I hope so. Well, I keep trying to make him gay. I'm actually trying to make any of them. They know that whoever turns out gay is going to be my favorite. I'm like,
Punky's trying to make my girl gay.
because it's the closest I'm going to get to having a girl.
Yeah.
So I'm like, come on. Like, penis isn't bad. Mommy likes it. Mommy really liked it in college. Yeah.
Do any of them show signs of being gay yet?
No. No, Brody, my youngest, he might be bi because we were talking. I'm like, Brody's are going to be our child that we're going to walk in and he's going to be in our bed with 2 girls. And then John and I at the same time is like, and a guy. I'm like, he's crazy.
Oh. With her, at least if she's gay, she can't come home pregnant.
That's true. That is one thing right now, it's one of my fears because Tyler's 17.
Oh, shit. He's at that age.
And he's got this girlfriend.
Already?
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh.
Do you like her?
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't let him know that.
Oh, he knows. And it sucks. And it's hard. You know what? I really liked her in the beginning because I'm like, oh, a girl. There's a girl.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to go somewhere? Let's go somewhere. And she was very independent. She was like, she got her pilot's license.
Oh. How old is she?
She's 18.
Oh.
I know, when she turned 18, I was like, hey, John, can we get her statutory rape charges for her birthday? And he's like, that's not funny. I'm like, it wasn't supposed to be.
I'm like, damn it.
I really meant it. And so, like, when she had friends, she was like, I want to try out for the lacrosse team. She was taking night classes. And I'm like, okay, this girl she's got a plan.
Yeah.
But then...
Man, you really like your plans.
I do. So I am the nerd. Like, I graduated with a 4.16.
Damn.
I did the high school graduation speech. Like, I'm that chick.
You're your youngest son.
I am. Caleb is me with a penis.
Yeah, he turned into you.
And it's sad because he has my anxiety.
Oh.
He has
Don't give him that. You're
I know.
giving him that.
I try. Like, he starts doing things and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry.
My bad, bro.
Didn't mean to do that to you.
Just don't flick the light off on 10 times.
Love you.
Good luck with that.
Oh, when you're older, you'll find yourself. Well, it took mommy 36 years to do it.
Oh,
I know. Because when, like, I was dating an asshole too, though. So when I started dating John, and then we were going through all of his stuff, and we fought for custody for Tyler for years. Like, we're still paying that shit off. And,
whoa.
yeah, so...
But it's worth it.
It is worth it, and I love him, and he's a good kid. But, like, I finally just was like, I'm going to write books. And then I was like, I want to try stand-up. So I just started finding who I am.
Good.
And it took a long time.
No.
It is. It does when you're there with all these 29-year-old comics who call you Mama Joy.
Ew.
And well,
stop that right away.
Well, no.
You do have that mom quality, though.
I can't.
So does Eleanor, and she's not even a mom.
I can't help it, though. I'm like, what do you need? I give them rides.
Do you?
Yeah.
God, you are Eleanor.
I know. I bought them food.
Girl.
Every Monday, John buys Jerry, the homeless man on the corner, Carney's dinner.
Oh, that guy, he always gets me.
I know. I love him. John's like...
He cracks me up.
Yeah, I know. One day we had to walk by the car like 3 times because I kept forgetting things. And he's like, you guys are just walking tonight.
He cracks me up. I've heard him talking to other people, just cussing a storm out, just going off. I'm like, yes. Here's the reason why I always drop money in your jar.
Uh-huh.
It is Starbucks cup.
It is Starbucks cup.
He knows that quarter is a good quarter.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, what happened was one day it was super cold, and John was like, hey, Jerry. And, of course, John has to know everybody's name. And he's like, hey, Jerry, I'm going to Starbucks. It's cold. Do you want something? And he goes, can you get me a hot chocolate?
Aww.
And he's like, Joy, it melted my heart. So then he went and bought him a cheeseburger and french fries and a hot chocolate. And that's what we do on Mondays now.
So he knows to be there.
Yeah. He probably leaves right after. Oh, the suckers are gone.
He's like, I gotta get my meal for the day.
At least he knows he's gonna eat on Mondays.
That's true. He always seems so happy.
I know.
Like a happy, angry. I don't know how to describe it.
No, I get it, yeah.
He's like happy in his anger or something.
Now, how long did you work for the Comedy Store? How long have you been there?
Almost 4 years.
Damn.
Yeah. And I'm like still considered one of the newer hires.
Now, have you ever like thought that you were gonna be maybe like Eleanor and just fucking get on stage one day and just blow shit away?
Sometimes.
Because it's gotta be hard too, right? With Steven, and you're just like, I know how to do it.
He always jokes that he wants me to go on stage and do his jokes.
I have a feeling if John did stand up, he would be a lot further along than I am.
Doesn't that suck?
It's so hard. And I know for a fact he would, because everybody loves him.
So Steven is.
And then I get oh, your husband's a comic. No.
You're like, no, bitch.
That's me.
He's the wifey.
Yeah, he is. And then everybody's like, oh, he's so supportive. I'm all, the only reason he's supportive is he wants to be a stay-at-home dad.
I was like, it's date night.
Yeah.
He has to be here.
But you should see, we have an author, I have an author signing on Saturday, and these women, these horny, middle-aged women, attack him.
Do they really?
Love him.
Aww.
Your husband, I love your.
It's that smile.
And he'll help anyone.
He has a very inviting smile.
He's so cute. But like he'll do their banners for them. And I'm not allowed to set up my table. Like I have, I do free stuff. Like I give away chapstick and hand sanitizer. I think I gave you some.
Yeah.
So I put that on my table and he organizes it. He's like, I'll do it. Just go. I'm like, okay. So everybody's like, your husband's so sweet. I'm like, he's just weird.
It's like Ali Wong. Did you see her Ellen interview?
No.
How her husband did her merchandise. Her husband did her merchandise like a couple weeks ago. And she was like, all these women came and saw me perform and then start hitting on my husband after the show.
So much. There's one lady, I will not name names, that is obsessed with him. And she attacks him. And so he was like, is she going to be there? And I'm like, she might. I'm like, oh, sorry, babe.
Is it a comic?
No, she's not. Well, no, she is an author. Yeah, she is an author.
Okay.
But she doesn't do any of the signings, so she just comes as a reader.
Well, that's good then. At least he doesn't have to deal with her at the signings.
I just make him sit, but I'm like, just sit at my table.
I'll just sit on your lap, honey. You'll be okay. I'll protect you.
Well, I take a shot with anyone who buys one of my books. So by the end of the day, I'm pretty gone. And then he's like, I'm getting anal tonight.
You're like, okay.
I'm like, all right, I don't feel anything. Oh my God. So
as long as I can do one more shot.
So did not realize how innocent Feng Chao was.
Really?
Yeah. I had a whole conversation about anal with him on Monday. And I think I scared him.
Oh, Feng Chao? You scared him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Did he tell you he has a little boy?
Yes. He tells John. They talk about it.
He's so cute.
Because he's going through kind of what John went through with Tyler. So they have a lot in common.
Oh, he said that the mom's amazing.
That's good.
They have a good relationship, he said.
Because it's really hard when they're not.
Yeah.
Because I remember asking her one day, I'm like, don't you get tired of fighting? I'm all, can't you just have a day where there's just no drama?
Yeah.
And she went insane, and I'm like, okay, no.
No?
The answer is no.
There's my answer.
But she's crazy.
Yeah, we're all a little psycho.
I'm psycho. Like, John will tell you, he's like, Joy does not love me like a normal person. She loves me like a stalker. And I'm like, yes, I do. You're mine. I claimed it.
I love the show Wives with Knives.
I haven't seen that.
It's on the ID. I don't know if it's still going, but it was on the ID channel.
Okay, I'm going to flip you over.
Okay.
Take your time. I've got the sheet. And then if you want, I'll just take the pillow. I'll give you the pillow.
Oh, so do what?
Or you can take the pillow with you.
I think I'll just take it.
Some people do, some people don't.
Sometimes I forget I have a baby attached to me.
Uh-huh. I used to sleep on my stomach when I was pregnant.
I've tried. Oh, hello.
Hi. Ta-da. How are you feeling? Are you doing okay?
Great. This is what I needed.
This is what you need.
Steven doesn't know how to rub.
No man does.
Oh, why?
And then you get like the 5-minute rub and then there's a dick in you and you're like, oh,
yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
Really?
Like, oh, this feels good. And then like you feel the poke and you're like, ah.
No way.
I love you. This is how we got in the position in the first place.
It was that hot summer day.
Yes, it was. Well, we actually, when I found out, like, when I conceived, you know how they do the, like, conception date?
Uh-huh.
It was John's divorce day.
Yes.
Like, we went and celebrated. And made a baby.
Well, that's one way to celebrate.
Yeah. Poor John, though. I was like, hey, remember how I told you that I can't get pregnant and I'm on birth control? Surprise!
It's yours.
It's a baby. I hope it's yours. No.
Right.
We'll see when it comes out.
We'll find out.
We're just going to say it's yours. Like you claim Tyler, and we really don't even know for sure with that one either.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. They look, all three of the boys look so much alike. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I've seen your photos.
Yeah. And it's funny, I've seen all five of them. I've seen my father-in-law, John, and then the three boys stand exactly the same.
Aww.
And my mother-in-law and I were like, holy shit. They all had their arms the same way. They were all staring at something. And I was
like, yes, those are like the pictures you gotta get.
It's somewhere. We took the picture. I was like, holy crap, look at them.
Oh, so 17, what, and 7?
17, 12, and 7.
12,
5 years apart.
Damn.
It was so much easier when they were 5, 10, 15.
Yeah. Me and my sisters are all 7.
My brother, we're 6 years, 3 days apart.
Morning.
Hi, honey. Because we all have our thing. Like, I'm not into jewelry.
Not either.
I would rather have a tattoo or like more writing equipment or
yeah.
Like my elliptical cost more than my wedding ring. And I'm perfectly fine with that because I'm on my elliptical every morning. So other things are more my stuff. So
yeah, writing equipment can be expensive.
It's super expensive. And then, like all these author signings, they're not damn cheap either.
No.
Because you have to pay to get a table.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Like, can't I bring my own table?
Right? Like, I'll just go outside. And yeah, you normally don't even break even. But whatever. And you meet a lot of people. And it's nice too. I'm not going to lie. It feels really good when somebody's like, I read your book and I loved it so much. And I'm like, oh, you're the only one. But okay.
Aww.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just start yours. I have all these books that my doula gave me.
Aww.
That I try to start reading. Like, one of them is birth stories.
Okay.
Like, a midwife wrote the book.
Aww.
And I started, like, I'm halfway, but it's like, every night I go to bed, I dream about a different birth. So I had to stop reading it because my dreams are too vivid right now.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I can't give birth every night. This is like getting, like, I'm exhausted.
I used to have the weirdest sex dreams. Oh my god.
I do have the weirdest every dream.
Yeah. Like people, I'm all, ew.
Yeah.
Brain, no. Why did you pick them?
I've had a couple of those, like, oh.
Ew. But yeah, so Feng Chao, he was like, he's like, yeah, I think I want to do anal. And I'm like, okay. And I go, well, he's all, do you have any tips? And I'm all, just make sure you ask her what she had for lunch. And he stops and he's all, oh. And I'm just, you asked.
Yeah.
And then I'm all, oh, and then do that. And I'm not a huge, this makes me sound like I love anal. I don't. It's not my thing.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, only anniversaries and birthdays and when I'm really drunk. But he was like, oh yeah, and I just kept shocking him, and he's like, you're dark, and I'm all, just a little.
That's funny, now we have something over him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's so cute.
Mr. Hardcore Chow.
Yeah.
He is a romantic at heart, though.
You can tell.
You can tell, like, he has a hard exterior, then when he goes out with a woman, he's all soft and sensitive.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. Feels good.
You have not.
I know, it's my server shoulders.
I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So have you always done serving jobs?
Mm-hmm.
I've never done a serving job. I'm such a klutz. That would just be a clusterfuck.
Oh, I've spilled some trays on people.
Have you had any, like, awful people at the Comedy Store?
Yeah, every shift.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not on
There's
Mondays.
a regular that goes to Kill Tony that I can't stand, that treats me like shit. I don't know his name, but...
Well, if you want me to get him, I'll get him.
He was there my last day, too. I was like, oh, I have to have you my last day. He knows he's shitty, too. You know there's people who just know they're shitty.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
That sucks, though.
It's the industry I signed up for.
I guess. I mean, I've got some shitty massages, too. Mine are more like, you want to touch my dick? No. No.
No, sir.
I don't. Your wife doesn't want to touch it either, so maybe it's you? They're nasty. And it's always like cops.
Yeah. My sister, both my sisters actually have their massage degree, their license.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm. They never rub me, but
Rob, John, Rob. I don't know who Rob is. Rob won't let me touch him. John won't let me touch him. He says I'm too hard.
Oh. See, I'm normally a wuss, but I'm in so much pain.
Yeah.
But my sister would tell me stories like how like she would rub and like guys get boners and how they would like teach her how to just ignore it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, if I were a dude, I'd probably get a boner too during massage.
Right, which is, it's fine. Like, I have one guy, and he gets one almost every time, and it bounces up and down. And it's kind of, I don't know, if it's like, hey, Joy, look at me.
He's got to do that.
That's what John said.
Yeah.
He's like, but he's asleep.
Just saying hi.
He's not asleep.
No.
He's awake. He's pretending to be asleep. Alright.
That's hilarious.
But I'm just like, what do you expect me to do? You want me to just grab it? Do you really? I mean, I've been massaging
Slapping around a little bit.
And then I'm like, do you really want it around your dick? You know how strong my hands are. Do you really want me to touch that?
Gross.
It is gross. No, did you get like a shit ton of phone numbers and stuff?
When I was pregnant?
No, when you were like serving before you were pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I was pregnant, I'm like, you guys are gross. I'm knocking your drinks over with my belly right now.
Right. My belly is depressing as people when I was massaging. I'm well, sorry. That's extra.
They're like, that's for you.
Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah, you get a lot of stuff. You get people that write on their checks and write you notes, tell you suck.
No.
It's so fun.
I hate people.
I love it. I started like taking photos of all the checks of people who like write notes to us.
That's fantastic. You should just do like an Instagram page of all the asshole notes that you've gotten.
I think I'd get fired though.
Yeah. So wait, maybe you could just
like I do cover like all the information and
right
where I work, but they know.
They know.
I haven't posted in a while. Lately all I got was a lot of congratulations.
Aww.
And a lot of we have kids too.
Do you want them?
I know. Are you looking for more?
Right. Well, Natasha was on Kill Tony, and one of my friends, Alice Rose, she did really, really well. I actually have her on the podcast. And Natasha's like, you're a nanny? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, how many hours do you really need to spend with your kid? The mom. And I started laughing. I'm like, that is a fantastic question.
It is. What was the answer?
I guess Alice does, she watches the baby from like 6 to 6 or something. So she's
during the day?
Uh-huh. She's with the kid a lot.
Damn, 12 hours?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. I don't know what I would do at 6 a.m.
Right?
Well, I guess sleep.
Sleep. I mean, I like it when my kids go to school. Like, that's why I'm here right now. It's because they're at school.
Oh, isn't that great?
Well, bye, babies. Love you.
Love you. Mean it.
Mm-hmm. And then all the kids are like, summer's in 5 weeks. And I'm like, summer's in 5 weeks.
Yes. No.
Oh, what am I going to do with
you work at a chiropractor office too?
Mm-hmm.
Part-time then or full-time? Do you do massages there?
I do.
Is that what you do?
So, I don't know. It's kind of part-time, but it's really close to full-time. I mean, I do like 6, sometimes 7 massages a day.
What?
Which is a lot.
That's 7 hours.
Yes.
Not including like you have to have a break in between and...
No, I go straight on. I ended 5 minutes early so I can strip the bed, make the bed, and then the next person gets in. I go one right after the other. I'm on the hour.
Do you take Adderall?
No.
No, you don't seem like you need it.
But I don't know. I've always been that busy person. That's why, John's like, what are we doing next? And I'm all, since you asked.
I'm the same way. I'm going crazy right now.
Oh, I bet. I know.
Everybody's like, you worked for so long. I'm like, I miss it.
Uh-huh. I went back to work when Caleb... Well, no. So I worked for Microsoft.
So you had to...
Yeah. I worked for Microsoft, and then they were like, when are you coming back? And I'm like, I fucking can't. Because I was working in a cubicle. I was doing Microsoft.
I can't do that.
And I'm like, I can't. So John's like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to school for massage. So I did massage, and then I started working the day I was supposed to graduate. And then I've been at that chiropractor's office for 11 years.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then I started writing books, and then I ghostwrite. And then I started doing comedy.
Oh my God.
And then now I have a podcast. So
Your chiropractor must love you. 11 years.
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I worked really hard for them. I've made them a lot of money.
Yeah. Because other people, your people go to them now, right?
Uh-huh. All right. So we're going to end there, and then I'm going to hit your pressure points. So I'll leave the room so you can get dressed, but let me pause these real quick. Stop. Hi, Happy Enders. This is a special Mother's Day edition. I massaged Erin, a server at the Comedy Store, when she was pregnant with her daughter, Charlie. Charlie actually turned 1 on May 6th. So I've been actually saving this episode for Mother's Day because I thought it would be cool to put out an episode where me and another mom kind of talk pregnancy, birth, all of that. And then I re-listened to it and I was very disappointed in myself because I really didn't talk too much about the pregnancies and stuff like that. At one point I talked shit about someone who now is really close to me, so I took a lot of that out. So there's a big gap in that, and I felt bad, and I had to go back and tell somebody that I was kind of talking shit about them. And it's my new thing. Like, I don't really talk shit about people's backs, behind people's backs too much anyway, but it's my new thing where I actually attempt to say things to people's face, like really let them know how I feel about them. It wasn't really talking about behind people's backs. It was just I didn't want people to not like me if I had an opinion. And I'm also doing a thing where I'm trying not to complain for 30 days. So we'll see how all this shit goes. So Erin, I adore her. I adore her daughter. And it was a really cool episode. Like I said, I wish it was more pregnancy talk because it would have been a cool Mother's Day edition. But hey, whatever. Like, click, subscribe, anything like that on iTunes especially. I'm really trying to get those numbers up. I'm talking to people. I'm making things happen right now for this podcast, and I'm super excited that you guys are along for the ride. So enjoy.